3 in one sitting. Is there any need?
Let's make some magic.
What is it? Is it that you don't like me enjoying my life, or you don't want to see me happy? Which one is it?
I just think
Which one is it?
It's just
I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't party.
So excessive mini roll consumption it is.
Is it the happiness that makes you angry that I'm happy? Is seeing me happy? It's like when I nap. I can't have a nap.
Would you allow a child to have 3?
I'm 40 years old.
The fact that this man is logically reasoning through why his wife has a problem with him having too many snacks, it's honestly another demonstration of what men are willing to put themselves through for the sake of love. The sad part is that guys like this, they deserve better. But good men are also extremely loyal, so he's not going to just get up and leave because he's unhappy in the marriage. No, he's going to reason through it, and he's going to try to get his wife to see the light. He's going to try to get her to treat him better, or he's at least just going to cope with it and do what he wants. He's going to eat the snacks. But the even sadder part is that if down the line, like years from now, his wife decides that she's not happy and she wants to leave the marriage, that man is going to be single and then probably want to stay single because of how he was treated. He was actually pretty unhappy in the relationship, and that's how he's going to view relationships. So why would he get into another one?
He can't get up and leave. If he leaves, he's financially ruined. If she leaves, he's financially ruined. He has no choice but to stick around and hope it works. That's why they stay single afterwards. And if by mistake he ever asks her about her consumption, he would be fat-shaming her. Peak double standards here.
Here's a little dating and relationship advice. Men and women. Gentlemen, if you meet a woman and you ask, hey, what happened in your last relationship? And she says, oh, I left because he didn't make me happy. This is a huge red flag. Understand one simple thing. It is not a man's job to make a woman happy. Happiness comes from within. Yes, it sounds like some sort of yoga poster, but the point is, it is true. It is not a man's responsibility to make a woman happy. If a woman is not happy, it doesn't matter what you do. You will never ever be able to make her happy. It's a simple equation. Find a woman that is already happy with herself, already happy with her life, and she wants to share that happiness with you. Any woman who comes to you broken, try not to look for someone that you have to fix. It's hard. It's difficult. A lot of women out there are broken. I hate to say it. Problem with that is they're looking for someone to come in to fix them. And if that is what you think you're going to do, it will always end in your pain.
They're always searching for a man who protects them, makes them laugh, buys gifts, gives compliments, opens doors, and satisfies them endlessly. But never stop to think. Do they really believe every man should be held hostage for the sake of that triangle? The entitlement is wild, and the double standards are exhausting.
The only thing I'm going to say, where's the lie? That's all I want to know.
The only thing men really need to learn is that you will never be able to make a woman happy. You just can't. If you last too long, then that's too much. But if you last too little, then that's too little. If you want too much intimacy, then you're being pushy. If you don't want intimacy at all, then you're cheating. You can remember to take out the trash, but she's going to remember that you didn't do the dishes. You can give her child support and you can give her over that and pay all of the in-between, and it's never enough. But when you pay nothing, then you're a deadbeat and she's still not happy. You could plan the perfect date, but if you didn't spend enough, then it's still not good enough. But if you don't plan a date, then you're a loser that puts in no effort. Women who don't have boobs want boobs. Women who don't have ass want ass. Women who have too much ass want a smaller ass. If you text too much, then you're basically a simp. But if you text too little, then you're a loser who doesn't care. You could buy her exactly what she wants, but if it's the wrong color, then it's still not exactly what she wants. You could give her all of the affirmation and all of the emotional support, but she's always going to remember the one time that you didn't. If you work too much, then you're not spending enough time with her. But then if you cut your hours and you're home with her more often, but you're making less money, then you're broke and you're basically a loser. If you watch too much football or have a hobby with the guys, then you're not invested in her. But if you don't have any hobbies or any other interests other than her, then you're a simp. Until you understand this as a man, that it's not your job or your responsibility to continuously make her happy, and that you can't make her happy, your life will be a lot easier. Okay, bye.
Most women today see men as nothing more than sex objects, craving attention and validation while calling it empowerment. The sad truth? Most men don't want that. They want loyalty, peace, and partnership. Unfortunately, modern women confuse genuine connection with temporary thrills, and that's why real relationships keep failing.
Yes, men are happy being single. They are. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before. And because I see it, you know, it's gotten harder to date, you know, lately. Men are very satisfied in their lives without women. They are. They're working a lot, either working a lot, or if they're not working, then, you know, they'll hang out with their friends, with their family, with their kids. Well, with their kids, it's a given. But yeah, they're happy being, if they're not married, they're happy being, you know, bachelors and having their own space and not having to commit to anyone. So yeah, this wasn't the case before, but this is what it is now.
Men are genuinely happier single these days. No drama, no emotional chaos, no endless expectations. Just peace, purpose, and freedom. They focus on goals, health, and growth, instead of walking on eggshells to please someone who rarely appreciates their effort.
Do you think women can ever be happy with a guy that doesn't fulfill her hypergamy? Do you think that...
I think that if I was a normal guy, I didn't mean to cut your question off,
Go ahead.
but I want to answer the first one. If I were just some normal dude, I would not marry a woman that would not commit to leaving social media, because it ruins it. It ruins it. Look, back in the 80s, my dad might have seen one or two women that were beautiful outside of my mom, and he might have seen them in a parking lot one time and never saw them again, you know? Mm-hmm. And so in that way, it made things a lot easier for people. I don't think it's easy for women, because women, either they marry a normal guy and they get flooded with every guy that is statistically better than them in some way, and they are naturally hypergamous by their primal needs, right? So I'm not out here saying women are shit. And then men, they go online and they're like me or my friends, and they get the selection of all the women they want. Mm-hmm. And I might sleep with said person, but I'm probably not going to wife her up because my inbox is full of it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's easy for either side. And then if you're a normal guy, then you're really screwed, because you're not really kind of getting either one of those.
For a woman, too much is never enough. There will always be someone with more. It's hard for the average man, because the average woman thinks they deserve better. The above-average man will entertain average women, but rarely keep them, which forever ruins their perceptions and expectations. Social media has given access to everyone, which further aggravates the problem.
Regardless of if you're male or female, you need to be happy single. You can't put your happiness into a relationship or another person, because then you're constantly a slave to that relationship and thinking, well, I'm only going to be happy if I'm with this person.
The old saying is, you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
For years, women shouted, "Leave me alone," mocking or labeling men as creepy for simply showing interest. Now they wonder why men stopped trying. You can't reject attention for years, then complain about loneliness. Men heard you, adjusted, and disappeared. Enjoy the quiet you fought so hard for.
If you ever find yourself mad at a guy, which I mean, when you find yourself mad at a man, what you're not going to do is tell him. I know how much you want to tell him off. I know how much you want to tell him how he doesn't deserve you and how his behavior is unacceptable and he should try somewhere else and that you're not going to talk to him anymore and no. But you also have to tell yourself, do I want him to have the satisfaction of knowing that I'm upset, like he got to me, like I care so much about him? No, you do not. So shut it up, put the phone down, block him if you have to. Seriously, because as much as the urge that we have of wanting to tell them what they did wrong and everything they did wrong and how they're stupid and that you lost me, like dramatic AF, don't do it, because I promise you, if anything, he's gonna do the opposite, or he's gonna try even less than he's already been trying and that you've already been getting annoyed at, whatever situation it's going to be. It's not gonna make him act better, that's for sure. If anything, he's probably gonna act worse because he's gonna be like, oh, she really likes me. I am talking about when you are just in the talking stages dating this guy. You don't really know each other that well, but like you're getting to know each other, you guys like each other. The best and the strongest thing you can do, and the most feminine thing you can do as a woman, even though it's really hard, is literally just to don't say anything. Don't say anything. Maybe if he texts you again or some other time, just like ignore him. Make that be known. Like, okay, dude, like I'm not taking that seriously anymore, but I'm not gonna text you and tell you that I'm not taking that seriously anymore, because then he's gonna be like, she's a little crazy, she likes me a lot, and like I don't even know if I like her anymore because she likes me, which, ew, that guys are like that. But
This right here explains why men have stopped trying to figure women out. The mixed signals, silent treatment, and constant emotional tests just aren't worth it. Show care, get mocked. What's the reward? Nothing but headaches. Men now prefer peace, freedom, and quiet over drama. Keep playing games, we're happily choosing solitude instead.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me. Like, the audacity, like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, sweetheart. It's not their fault you drifted into it. You're caked in makeup, rocking fake lashes, and can't even pronounce audacity right. The men you're chasing don't see a future with you. They just see a quick thrill. Don't confuse attention with value. It's not the same thing.